Phoenix Idol, you remember the karaoke night that we held last year, the first one on the shirt launch night. This time it's a totally separate event. It's at the Cresta Court Hotel, again in Altrincham. It's a 6 p.m. start. Try and get there a little bit earlier to get your seat. Don't forget to bring your earplugs, because there will be some truly horrendous renditions of that, I am entirely sure. Tongue in cheek, of course. Dave Pullen, Mags's husband, won it last year, won it hands down with his simply disgusting rendition of Delilah. Tom Jones, if he was dead, would certainly be turning in his grave, having heard Dave crucify his all-time classic song. But in all seriousness, it's a great fun night. It's at the Cresta Court. It's 6 o'clock. We've already got at least 7 or 8 people who have committed to perform, if that's the right word. And Dave Pullen will, despite protestations from his better half not to sing, will be defending the title and the trophy that he won last year. Quite what song he's going to destroy this year, nobody quite knows, but at the very least it will be entertaining in the very loosest sense and use of the word entertaining. But it's a good night, I have to be honest. It was fun last year, and it promises to be another good night this year. Tickets for season ticket holders are £8, concession season ticket holders £5, and child season ticket holders are £1. If you're not a season ticket holder, it's an adult ticket at £10, concessions at £6, and children at £2.50, and it is a fun night for all at the Cresta Court this coming Sunday, the 20th of July. Now, just going back to season tickets, of course, season tickets at the early bird pricing structure are still available until the end of July. And so if you're still thinking about a season ticket, now's the time to get in before the price of the season ticket goes up. That has been advertised since April, that the season ticket price would go up as of August the 1st. So if you're still in the market for a season ticket, book early, get it done now, and save on the ticket price up until the end of July. £306 for an adult season ticket, and it will be going up to, I think it's £345 as of August the 1st. So there is a considerable saving there to be had if you get your ticket in early. Now, what else? Let's get back to the player front, because I know that's what you're really interested in. I can tell you that Tony Hand is actively tracking two more forwards at this very moment in time. He's in discussions with a couple of agents over a couple of forwards who would be new to the UK, both of whom have got exceedingly good resumes, CVs, as we like to call it here in the UK. They've got great experience, they know where the net is, and they are both regarded as very, very accomplished players. And so fingers crossed, we'll be very close to completing our roster within the next couple of weeks. And of course, we've still got the decision from the Great One himself as to whether he will play on for season 2008-2009. What I can tell you is that Tony is in the gym and working hard, but he always does that anyway, just to keep in general fitness. I mean, a lot of others do it as well, but none of us are going to play ice hockey for the Manchester Phoenix. But Tony is working out in the gym, and a little bird did tell me that he has been seen skating in Edinburgh at the Murrayfield ice rink. Now, whether that's just for exercise or whether that is because he is seriously thinking about playing on, we're just going to have to wait and see. He's under no pressure from the club to play on. It is entirely his decision, as it was last year, as to whether he plays or whether he coaches purely and simply. If he decides to play, great. If he decides to coach, great. We're quite happy with the decision, whichever it is, that he takes in the best interest of Tony Hand and, of course, in the best interest of the Manchester Phoenix. Now, fixtures. As you know, the fixtures meeting was held back in June, and whilst we've got the lion's share of our dates agreed, there is still a few dates and a couple of venues up in the air for games, and unfortunately we're not able to release the fixtures as yet. League officials are still working on them, still trying to permutate one or two other clubs, shall we say, not confirmed dates. It's the arena teams, obviously, that are causing a little bit of a problem at the moment. I have to tell you that the Sheffield Steelers didn't have a great set of dates when they came to the fixtures meeting. the Nottingham Panthers didn't have a great set of dates. The Newcastle Vipers had an appalling set of dates, and a lot of work has had to go into their fixture list to try and get they're trying to get the Vipers as many of their preferred home dates as possible. For the Phoenix, it's slightly easier because we're in a rink as against an arena. There's not too many headline pop concerts going on in the Ice Dome. So we're pretty much set in stone with our Sundays as last year. There will be probably 4, maybe 5 Saturdays, and there'll be a couple of Thursday nights as well as last season, though we will be bringing the face-off time on Thursday nights forward. Last year it was 7:45, and we weren't happy with that last year, but that was the time we went with. This year we're looking at bringing any midweek games forward to 7:15 face-off. So if you want to keep that in mind, any midweek games at the Phoenix this year were likely to be a 7:15 face-off, and we will confirm that as and when we get absolute clarification on the fixture list. And as soon as we can, we will announce that via the website at www.manchesterphoenix.co.uk in time-honoured fashion. Well, that's just about it. No, it isn't. We've got one other piece of news, a fantastic win last week on the Phoenix Lottery, which continues to go from strength to strength. We had 8 winners last week, and amongst those was a Miss F. Patrick, and Miss Patrick was our first £200 winner on the Phoenix Lottery, and we'd like to congratulate her on her selecting her numbers and winning that, and she will be receiving her ceremonial cheque and 1 or 2 other little goodies on ice early in the season at a game of her choice. We're still waiting for our first £10,000 winner, and we really will push the boat out when someone wins 10 grand on the Phoenix Lottery. But for now, congratulations to Miss F. Patrick, and of course to all those others who won this week, and maybe you got that information in the weekly e-sign which went out as well. But that's just about it for this week's wrap-up here on Phoenix TV News. I'd like to thank you for joining us, and join us next week when we'll bring you more from inside the club and around the club, and hopefully we'll be able to announce some of the more juicy fixtures for you for season 2008-2009. Thanks a lot.